Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome to the channel. I'm Michelle Lima and I hope that you're going to enjoy all the content that is on this channel. If you're an oldie, a subscriber, and you follow me on Instagram, wherever you are, hello. I hope that you guys are doing well and a happy new year to each and every single person that is watching this video. It is January, it is time to get cracking and a lot of us are back at work and it's time to create content. So the first video of the year, I decided to actually make it about side hustles. Now let me tell you something that you possibly already know, and that is the fact that 2020 rocked our boat in so many directions we did not prepare. And one of the biggest things that 2020 did for us was made us realize that we need to prepare better financially, and in most cases we need multiple streams of income. Now I did a video similar to this one that I'm going to do right now about multiple streams of income last year, so if you haven't checked it out, this would definitely be the perfect time to check that out, especially if you want to watch this video or if you want to get the full meat from this video basically. So how and what can you do extra this year that would be able to make you that income? I've put together a list of things that you would be able to actually get into without any need for a degree, without any need for experience in most cases, and without any need to actually invest a lot of money. That's basically what a side hustle is. It's something that you do on the side while you're doing other things. Now, I do acknowledge that there are people that might be unemployed that could be watching this video. You can definitely still try these things full-time as well, so you can be able to make a lot of money for yourself. Now, it is important to actually also realize that a lot of things are changing around the world. We are having less person-to-person meetings and we're using Zoom, Loom, Teams, whatever the case is, and a lot of things are moving digital. So I am going to be giving you guys 6 side hustles that you can do online that you don't have to meet with people on, and these can be side hustles that you basically just need an internet and your laptop to get done and a bit of skill if you are interested in it. Now let's get into it. The first one that I'm going to share with you guys is being a virtual assistant. A lot of people are working from home now and people are not going to the office, and this means that they basically do need a little bit more help. Actually, people are taking in more side hustles right now, and this means that if I'm going to be taking a side hustle right now, I'm going to be doing a lot more things, or I have got multiple streams of income, I am going to definitely need help, mainly because I can't give 100% to all the 3 or all the 4 things that I'm doing or the 2 things that I'm doing. So I am going to need help, and I know a lot of people are at a point where they need help for somebody to do some admin, somebody to do some scripting, somebody to do some scheduling for them, whatever the case is, but people are in need of help, especially people that have multiple streams of income. And you can begin to offer your services as a virtual assistant in 2021, mainly because you can get on a Zoom call, even if it's like a daily thing that you do with somebody, or it's something that you do with someone on like a bi-weekly basis. So whatever the case is that works for that person, you can get on a Zoom call meeting each and every single day to kind of make sure that you guys are meeting the necessary objectives and communicate and talk through the day, be able to help them. But this is definitely something that you can do, especially if you've got experience as like an admin person or somebody that's very good with just putting things in order. This would definitely be the perfect side hustle for you to do. If you don't have any experience with this thing, what I would advise you do is you go take a course, a short online course actually on business admin that would be able to help you kind of know how you would be able to assist somebody. But more than ever, if you do know somebody or if you do have somebody that wants help, what usually is a lot more easier is they would tell you what to do and they'll be able to guide you with the help that they actually need. So virtual assistance is definitely something that you want to get into. Number 2 is teach English online. A lot of people are actually doing this. Sometimes people are going abroad to go and teach English. We can all speak English, I'd imagine, especially if you are watching this video. You can speak English. You can register online to teach people from China and different parts of the world that do struggle with English. So I'm going to leave the link in the description bar below, and you would be able to get far much more information from a website that I actually found on Google as well, that would be able to kind of give you guidance on the websites and the companies that would be able to assist you with something like this. Let me also just say that Google is your friend, you guys, as much as there's so much information on YouTube and you can ask people around, but you will not go wrong by just Googling whatever information you need to find out, because Google will give you everything you need to know. These websites, you can get reviews on these websites as well, whether they've worked for some people. You can then actually speak to the right people that have been assisted by these type of websites to know if they're legit, number one. Number two, and to also know what the procedure is like and if you've got an opportunity in a certain area. So Google is your friend, child. You go spend some time on Google. The third one, I have spoken about this so many times, and I've created content about this last year so many times, and that is having a YouTube channel. What I'm currently doing right now, filming these YouTube videos, and you guys having access to this information is a part of a side hustle. Now, I've explained this in a previous video that I've done before that I'm going to link up here and down in the description bar below. However, I'm just going to give you a brief on how this still works in 2021. So how we make money by putting videos on YouTube, one of the biggest, most predominant thing that we do is we get monetized. Now, there is a monetization program that YouTube has, which is called the YouTube Partnership Programs, and what you need to do is you need to meet a certain threshold with your channel for you to be able to be monetized, which basically means that you need 4,000 hours of watch time, and you also need 1,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel and a Google AdSense account. And let me also just say that those 4,000 YouTube hours that you need to accumulate on YouTube are hours that you need to accumulate within 12 months. And it doesn't mean that a particular year, it just means 12 months collectively. You need those 4,000 hours to be monetized. And once you have met that threshold, you will go through a review program that normally takes a couple of days that you will be reviewed. And once you've been approved monetization, you will see, like on my channel, when you started watching this video, there's an ad that came up, and through the video, there will be ads that do come up, and through those ads, we get to make some coin, we get to make money, and that is an extra side hustle. That's why a lot of people would normally advise that when such things happen, watch the ad because that is a form of a side hustle for a number of people, including myself. However, what YouTube also does is it grows your brand a lot, meaning that YouTube is also a search engine. YouTube is a partner and is basically the same company with Google, meaning that if somebody, and you've probably seen this before, if you type something on Google, you will actually get recommended a YouTube video to explain it to you better or to give you the right information that you need. Now, if you manage to niche down whatever it is that you are doing on your YouTube channel, you can actually make it easier for the search engine to find you. So for instance, if somebody had to type side hustles for 2021 or side hustles for a pandemic, my video, I would imagine over time and with the right views and with the right optimization, would be able to come on there and somebody would be able to watch this video. However, let me also give you an example. If you have been following me for quite a while, you know that I have done some work with BBC News, and how they basically found me was through the search engine. They were Googling a certain topic on Google and my YouTube video came up, and they watched that YouTube video and they said, that's the girl we want to work with. She talks about what we want to talk about, and she would be able to give us a lot more insight for our viewers. And that's how I got that opportunity to work with BBC. Now, it really does open a lot more doors with you. Brands do start coming, and you can also start making money through brands, which actually leads on to the fourth side hustle that I want to share with you guys, and that is becoming an influencer. If you are interested in a particular niche, it could be fashion, it could be personal development, it could be cars, whatever the case is, it could be teaching, it could be the Bible, it could be Bible study, whatever it is, you have the opportunity in this day and age to actually become an influencer in that industry. That means that you can actually start curating and creating and publishing content that specifically attracts people that are interested in that particular thing. Now, I always say this to people, the market is broad and it is open for everyone. One person will never have one interest. One person can have 10 different interests, which means that one person can subscribe or follow me on Instagram, follow you on Instagram, and follow 10 other people on Instagram that possibly still do the same thing or do different things. So the market is really broad, and you do yourself an injustice by sitting down and being like, oh, these are Instagram slay queens. Oh, these are guys, people are getting coin from posting on Instagram. People are making money from posting on Instagram. Every time you see an ad that says hashtag SP, hashtag sponsored, hashtag ad, you need to know that that was a transaction. Now, what would happen if you put your passion and the things that you are solely interested in and curated content as far as that is concerned and published it? You would be able to attract brands who are interested in that type of thing. Now, I know that a lot of people find it very difficult to start like launching a brand or being an influencer. And let me just say that you can watch multiple YouTube videos on doing this. There are quite a couple of people that I follow that have been so instrumental in my journey in terms of just helping me create the relevant content that I need to attract the right brands to actually still make more income as far as that is concerned. And if you are in South Africa, I would actually advise that you follow Kanya XXX. I'm going to actually put her link down below, her Instagram link. She shares the most phenomenal information on how you can actually become an influencer. And in the States, you can follow the likes of Vanessa Lau, you can follow the likes of Catherine Manning. There is a lot of influencers out there who are literally, who have niched down to studying the influencer journey, to studying the influencer business and giving you resources, tools, most of them for free, and some of them courses that you will have to invest in yourself. But it is important that you do this and actually that you look at it as a side hustle. People don't post and people don't share their lives openly so that you know what's happening. People do that so they can make money, because in this day and age, it has become a stream of income. And the fifth one is become an online tutor. If you are a brainiac or you are particularly brilliant in a specific subject, what you can do is you can begin to offer your services to schools and to children so that you can actually teach them and advance their skills in that particular thing. What usually happens with this, and right now with everything that's happening around the world, people are being homeschooled, children are actually schooling from home on Zoom and whatever the case is, and it's obviously not the same anymore. Some children are going to need a lot more support in terms of the things that they have been taught at school, because they're not getting the real experience that they used to get in the past, or just for whatever the reason is. You need to be an online tutor. If you are good with math, science, whatever the case is, at whatever level, could be primary level, high school level, it could be tertiary level, you have the opportunity to actually start online tutoring people. Invest in some Facebook ads, invest in some Twitter ads or Instagram ads so that word can go out more. Tell people, put posters out, communicate with varsities, communicate with teachers as well. Especially if you are a teacher, you have an opportunity to actually make a lot more income, because you can have this as a side hustle. If you are teaching your students and your students are struggling, you can actually start teaching your students on the side and giving them extra lessons outside of their school time, and you can actually charge for that, which is definitely allowed. So you have that as a side hustle. And the last side hustle that I'm going to give you on this video is become a social media manager. Now, with the rise of influencers growing, like I also shared with you as one of the side hustles, is you can become an influencer. Some people are becoming an influencer part-time, which basically means, like the first point I shared with you, they might need a virtual assistant to help them, but most importantly, they might need a social media manager to actually help them. This means that they might need somebody who would be able to schedule their posts, who would be able to brainstorm with them, and would just be able to give them support in part of what they are doing. Now, this is mostly beneficial if you have any experience in the advertising industry or in social media, whatever the case is. However, if you don't have any experience, you can take different Google courses that are free, that can help you optimize Facebook, that can help you optimize Instagram, and that would be able to give you help in terms of just supporting people that want to do this as a side hustle. I personally took a social media course at Vega. It was paid for, and you can also do the same if you've got the finances, but you need to know that all these side hustles that I mentioned, you can definitely do them without experience, but it's normally far much more easier if you invest in it. Take some free courses. There's a lot of online courses that are out there that you can begin to take so that you can make a lot more money. Now, I hope that these side hustles are going to be super helpful for you. One of the greatest things I want you to understand when you are trying to create more streams of income is that these things can start small, but they can become a huge business. Most of the businesses that we admire right now and to this day started off as side hustles and grew to become these huge, large businesses that they are right now. So if you take it seriously and you actually take it to heart and you build it with passion, you could actually be building an empire that will last generations and generations and create generational wealth. Another thing to actually keep in mind is that whenever you are creating a side hustle, or if you're looking at other side hustle options other than the ones that I've shared with you, is to keep in mind, what do people need right now? How can I serve people? How can I give people a service or a product that they need, especially where the world is right now? The greatest thing to actually do when you are considering a side hustle is look at people's needs at this very moment in time. Don't look at what people are going to need in 10 years. That's great, but that only works once you've started off somewhere. And how you start right now is you look at what people are actually in need of right now and how can you cater, how can you serve, and within that servitude, how can you make money within that serving. So again, I hope that this video has been fruitful for you. I'm going to be sharing a video next, sharing with you guys what a side hustle should not do for you, because I know as much as we want all these side hustles, they can take us downhill. So I'm just going to be guiding you this January on how to make your coin, how to get your money, and how to be smart and be wise about it. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, do give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do, child. And if you don't follow me on any of my social media platforms, this is the perfect time to do so. All the links are in my description bar below. So thank you again for watching this video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.